So I'm vlogging back in Western New York. I have a cold I probably caught from the plane coming back from LAX. That's to be expected when you're sucking in other people's germs for 5+ hours. Makes perfect sense. Anyways, I'm back. It's overcast. It's 48 degrees right now currently, as my car says it's 48 degrees. I'm not sure if it's correct or not, but I'll take it for what it's worth. Overcast and raining. I know actually today, ironically speaking, it did rain in greater Los Angeles. As I was looking at a couple Facebook photos from friends of mine who did mobile updates, but I don't know, losing 60 degrees, maybe even more than 60 degrees actually, in about a couple days, and then coming back to no sunshine, really does a number on me, basically. And I'm just trying to basically count down the taste for my next escape. I actually went online last night looking at airfares to Florida, thinking, man, I gotta get out of here. Oh God, please help me get out of here. But, you know, as far as I can tell, I only have 3 more classes to go after this one before I graduate from my master's program, and then hopefully I'll be able to relocate out of here. But I'm just so sick of Western New York. I'm just so sick of the politics. If you ever follow the gubernatorial race between Cuomo and Palladino, what a mess that's become, really. I just can't stand it. I mean, in Buffalo, you have these people that are mad as hell and aren't going to take it anymore. Blah, blah, blah. But in reality, you live in New York State, Western New York. There aren't enough of you to change things. It's not going to happen. Palladino is at 30% of the polls. Unless, for some miracle reason, you know, a bunch of Republicans from the red states move in here and register to vote, it's not going to happen. Things are going to stay the same as they have always done, basically. And you're just going to have a bunch of pissed off, bitter business people that are just really, really angry that their money is getting taken for higher taxes to support, you know, greater this and that of government spending, which is always going to be the case with a blue state. So they go around town being angry and bitter and pissed off, and basically they just spread negative energy. And yes, I mean, people that mooch off the system that have an entitlement, elitist mentality that I'm, you know, this and that, and I'm connected for this and that, and I work for this and this authority district, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, yeah, so, I mean, I can see both sides. I mean, I can see the red side basically saying that, you know, I want to keep more of my money for myself. Then I can see, you know, the blue side stating, oh yeah, well, we need to take care of our fellow man, and, you know, I have to be compensated with a living wage and this and that. But there's like no middle in New York State. It's just basically you're either feeding off the system or you're basically, you know, shelling out your money to pay for it. And both sides have valid points, though. But in my personal opinion, in New York State, they're just too far outside of the medium, of the happy medium. And because of that, you know, if you're not part of the system, if you're not mooching off it, or if you're not making a great living and living great high off the hog in retirement because you worked for the system, it pretty much sucks. I mean, my example is this, basically. If you look at the dating sites, basically, if you take anybody who's, you know, half successful at the master's program, or, you know, any type of smart, capable person, even a person with money, because, you know, even the Paris Hiltons of this world, let's say, okay, yeah, say what you want about her, but she's had, you know, at least 4 generations of really good breeding with people that have had money and have been successful. There's an old Chinese saying that wealth doesn't last 3 generations or something like that. I mean, so you can kind of see that after so many generations, if you're born into it, you're going to blow it because your perspective is totally off. But at the same time, too, because of that and the way we are with natural selection, you know, they're not going to be breeding with, you know, deadbeat has-beens and this and that. What the fuck is this dude doing, man? Let's go take a look at this really quickly. But yeah, there's some guy that just like got out of his car door, like in the middle of the exit ramp, like, oh shit, you know, fuck. I don't know. But yeah, I don't recommend, you know, getting out of your car. I mean, I just don't understand it. People do it all the time. You have to do it, but yeah, that's kind of odd. But then he's driving a Pontiac, so kind of makes perfect sense as to why he's having a problem. But yeah, I mean, like, I've just been going online, basically just reading rants and raves about people that are, you know, pretty intelligent, you know, in a master's or doctorate program, but basically are faced with a tundra wasteland of dating people because, you know, there isn't anybody that really meets their intellectual needs or anything else, their moral needs or their values. It's basically just, I don't want to lump into people like a stereotype, but basically it's just not there, basically. We'll just say it, that's not there. But if they lived in some place like Boston, New York, DC, you know, LA, San Francisco, Austin, Texas, whatever type of place it is, you know, you have an abundant type of dating pool like that. And it's basically, I lived here most of my life. I had my reasons. I had tragedy happen in my life where I had to stick around, unfortunately, this and that. But yeah, dude, it's a wasteland. And it's really funny, too, because I have a friend of mine who is a doctor. She came here to go to medical school. I mean, we have one here at UB. She was there all the time she was here in Buffalo, 2.5 years, 3 years. Basically, she was effing miserable, went on horrible dates with horrible guys. You know, some of them were, you know, I guess kind of fitting some of the criteria on the resume that she basically would like to have, but at the end of the day, it just was a cluster F. Make a long story short, she gets her fellowship in New England, moves back. She's originally from there. Bam, finds a guy within 2 months. It's kind of sad, but it really does say a lot of things of this area and its dating pool, because it wasn't a lack of trying for her, because anybody in this freaking world will be like, wow, you're a doctor, you're pretty attractive, whatever personality, hey, I want to like go for it, especially when you deal with an area where I guess everyone's basically trying to take the easy way out, I guess, you know. They want the $100,000 salary without, you know, going to school, without working hard. Basically, they feel they're entitled to it. I'm not basically saying it's a red state or a blue state thing, but a lot of people around this area face it. It's just basically the way it is. That's the way I've known for Buffalo my 30 years or so around here. But it's kind of sad. It really is. I'm just rambling. But anyways, yeah. That's my whole point, basically. It's just a wasteland. It's cloudy. It's overcast. It's cold. And the people really aren't as cranked up to be as what they seem to be. As what all the city of good neighbors, this and that. Yeah, fine, great, cool. You'll shovel my driveway when, like, the blizzard comes, but my other needs in life aren't being met. That's cool. You'll help me out to shovel my snow, but there's more to life than the 3 months, 4 or 5, 6, whatever we get of winter around here. So that's my little rant, and that's about it.